Hi guys, I wanted to jump in to my reading before we get started with Tate Mcrae's reading. I wanted to go ahead and review her music video for Two Hands. I don't know exactly how much of this I'll be able to show because, you know, YouTube is pretty big on copyright. So I also will have to turn down the volume, but I'm curious as to what her music video and this song is gonna sound like. So I probably will have the video down low. Hopefully you guys can, you know, everything goes well with the audio and everything. This is my third attempt at doing something like this, so guys, bear with me. I'm still learning stuff. I do want to move into, like, you know, doing a little bit of reactions here and there for my channel when an artist comes out with stuff, or if I want to react to something. So I hope that you guys like it. Without further ado, I want to go ahead and look at Tate Mcrae's song Two Hands that she just came out with, and she just announced her album. I'll put her album cover that she just showed, debuted, whatever, and the title to her album below, and she's also touring, so congratulations to Tate. So yeah, we'll see how this album does. I'm actually going to, after this reaction, I'm going to pull on how her album will do, and yeah, you know, we'll see what you guys say, but this part of the reading won't be too long. I'll try not to make it too long. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and look at Tate Mcrae's new song Two Hands for her upcoming album. That's crazy. She's bending backwards on that car. So far, guys, I'm loving the visuals for this this whole new music video. I am gonna be pausing here and there, sorry guys, but I do like what's going on, the concept and the coloring. I like what she's doing, and I know that Tate, as we know, she is a big choreo girl, so I cannot wait to see the choreo. I'm wondering if Sean Bankhead did her choreo, because you guys don't know me outside tarot, but like, I love choreo down. I love, you know, I've been living for music. I live for music, you know what I mean? I live for music. I love choreo. That's my big thing. But Tate is so beautiful. I just love the way she looks. I love her look. And, you know, we'll see, you know, what this era does for her. I'm really excited to see after my reading. You know, it wasn't so positive. You know, Tate had some things that she was mentally, like, coming out of. So I'm curious to pull on her now, because I did that reading not too long ago. I want to say back in October I did her reading. So yeah, really curious. Now we're here at Two Hands, and it's November 17th when I'm doing this cutting in. So yeah, I did her reading towards the end of October, guys, the end of October. But yeah, so we'll see. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking it. That's a really cool car. Not a car person, but that's a dope car. Oh, this is cool for her. This is a cool branding for her. I like this. Love the suit, love the track suit, the NASCAR suit, whatever. Okay, now we're getting into the breakdown with her dancing. I like this part, the song, the way the song's going. I like it. That looks really good on her. That whole outfit looks cute on her. I like big whoops to her stylist. Okay, so how I feel about this so far, Not sure how I feel about the song. I feel like the song is gonna grow on me a little bit. I like It's Okay, I'm Okay. I love that song way more than this one, I have to say. That I like, you know, choreo driven beats and stuff. So this one was okay for me. I could definitely hear the song being played, like if I'm going to a freaking restaurant or Wingstop or what, you know, fast food restaurant. I could still see this song being played. Maybe this song would have been good, like a good summer song. I can kind of hear this being a summer song. So, you know, I know that Tate's dropping this album in February. So I guess, I mean, the time in which they're dropping this is kind of, it feels a little late. You know, it feels like this song should have came out like in the summer, but you know, she wanted to release the album in February, so can't really remember at this moment before, because I'm still editing, guys, while I'm recording this. Like I said, this video, part of the video is a pop-in, but I can't remember if I talked a lot about her album, so I'm not sure if I even tried to predict on when her next album was coming out. I know that was kind of like in my head as I was you know, answering the questions and pulling on her. So far, I like a little bit of what Tate's been doing. I do find this music video to be, in the song, to be kind of underwhelming. I think, you know, but we'll see how well this song does. You know, we'll see how this album does. I want to pull on it real quick for this part of the video, and then like I said, like we'll get into her reading. But I'm really curious as to what her album's gonna sound like. So guys, if you would like to see this part, then stay tuned. If not, totally understand. You can skip to the beginning of this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started looking at how her album's gonna do. Okay guys, so I have her album cover pulled up, and the album cover is, I think it's beautiful. You know, I know that a lot of people don't like it. I've been seeing that a lot go around on Twitter. There are some people, of course, that like it, but I am seeing a lot of people that don't like the album cover. And they also feel like this album is going to keep her, you know, not doing well. You know, some people are anticipating it not doing well. And guys, I'm looking at a picture of her album cover so that I can get into her energy. So it is said to come out February 21st, and it's called So Close to What. So we're gonna see how this album is gonna do for her, if this is gonna be her era, you know, because like I said, guys, you know, Tate was feeling pretty like trapped or just stuck. And so we're like, or you know, like she wants more. Like I feel like she wants more. She wants this era to go very well. Of course, you know, who doesn't? Like when you're an artist, you want everything to go right. We want perfection, right? Okay guys, so the High Priestess came out for Tate Mcrae's first energy of how she feels about this album. How, you know, I'm just right now doing how she feels about making this album, what the process was like for her, how she's feeling about this era, right? And so I love that she's coming out as the High Priestess. This is a big shift in her energy from when I was reading on her the last time. I was not getting this energy, guys. I was not getting this confident energy. I was not saying that she was totally like doubtful of herself in this era or, you know, her music, but I was feeling her being like very hard on herself, that she wasn't where she wanted to be, which is very normal. I mean, she is a Cancer, so Cancers are hard on themselves when it comes to their creative projects, and they are definitely an ambitious sign. You know what I mean, guys? They go for what they want. They won't stop until they get it. They go for their dreams. They go for their aspirations. And with her coming out as the High Priestess, I'm seeing a shift that she's confident and she's in tune. She's aligned with herself. She feels like everything is aligning for her. She feels like doors are unlocking for her. And I literally see this man like walk, or woman coming through the locked door, like, yes, like now I am getting the answers within myself. The High Priestess seeks within, you know, she goes within. Sometimes she does use, of course she uses her spirit guides and she uses God to you know, discern things for her, but you know, Tate is coming in as knowing her spiritual worth, her spiritual power, knowing her, being in tune, being aligned with her intuition, and standing true in her creative vision, standing true in this album, being confident, backing this vision, even if people are not understanding her, even if people are doubting her. Being very good too with her tour coming up. I see her tour doing very well. Actually, I see people already anticipating this album. Like, people, she knows that people are anticipating this album from her. I don't know if it's the shift in sound that she's working on, or if there has been some stuff that's, you know, conjured up due to this album being released, and tour being released. But she's being confident that she's gonna have a good, and I feel like her team too. Her team is very confident that she's gonna have her breakout moments. She's doing very well. I think It's Okay, I'm Okay really set her into this more confident version of herself, but I'm seeing her be very confident and self-assured, keeping her head down, keeping, you know, I also look at this woman as blinding herself to, you know, anything that is not in her tunnel vision. Like, she's having tunnel vision. She's having inner willpower of seeing, you know, things blossoming for herself. She's staying in this very optimistic energy. And also too, she could be meditating a lot during this time. She could be getting more into her solitude, like such as reading more, listening to podcasts. You know, I'm seeing that, you know, just maybe speaking to a therapist, speaking to people around her that are very spiritual or religious. Again, she has a Cancer, so, you know, Cancers do seek that. They do, you know, at some point in their life, they seek that. Coming in as the Queen of Cups in the upright. Let's go, Tate. I love this for her, guys. I love this. Moving forward at all costs. With the Chariot, moving forward, not staying stuck in any energy. Things also around her with the Queen of Cups, because she is in this High Priestess and Queen of Cups energy. She's remaining optimistic, looking at her opportunities. She's getting a lot of opportunities are opening up for her. A lot of opportunities. We're going to start seeing Tate's era open up. She is going to, I don't want to say have her espresso moment, but I am seeing a lot of things open up for her, because she is being more open, because she is listening to her higher self, because she is in tune with her emotions, and she's in tune with her intuition. She's being creative. She's being inspired creatively to do whatever she wants. She's not limiting herself. She's finally, you know, and when an opportunity arises, I'm seeing that she is going for that opportunity, or they are talking about having her have that opportunity. Those opportunities open up for her. The Three of Torches is my travel card. It's my, you know, I know she's traveling right now, getting ready for tour, getting ready to travel. So it is talking about that, going to award shows, going to festivals if she is called to do so. So we're going to see after her tour, she'll probably do a lot of festival runs or a lot of promo. We're going to start seeing Tate interview a lot more. I already said that in my past reading. We're going to see her talk a lot about this project for her and how healing it was for her. I feel like this album was very, very healing for her. This healing got her in tune, got her aligned with her creative vision, got her re-inspired. You know, new creative endeavors opened up or will open up from this project. She's excited. She's really excited about it. I'm seeing too this album is going to be very emotional for her, or it's a very healing emotional album about, you know, it's about love loss, gaining new love, being, you know, not putting up with anything, moving on to bigger things, bigger goals for yourself. I'm also seeing, Tate, you definitely need to make sure that you are pushing your team for a bigger rollout, because I am seeing that you do want that. And I am seeing that your vision is bigger than what they're anticipating or what they're allowing you to do. So they are allowing you to do more creative stuff, yes, but also keep pushing, because I see with the album sale, I'm not gonna lie, I am seeing a little bit of pushback from that, from fans not fully, you know, streaming enough. So you guys stream a lot. I hate to be that numbers person, but, you know, I am seeing some streaming, the album having a little problem with streaming, but they're trying to figure out how much they want to invest in her rollout, which I am seeing they already have announced tour. I am seeing that they do want to invest, though. They do want to put more backing into her. There's something with her numbers that are going to shift, guys. She is going to start making even more money and being put more on the map, or giving a bigger rollout or a bigger budget. I am seeing something come out shortly after this album too. I don't know if this is an EP, but she's already wanting to collaborate. Maybe it's a collaboration with her album, or it's a collaboration with just Tate, like putting her name on something. But I am seeing, again, more opportunities. Three of Torches, Prince of Pentacles. So I am seeing some more opportunities open up there. It is going to get revealed soon here. I feel like this album is going to be revealing some stuff about her past. Like, you know, it's going to have a lot of good memories about it. It's going to have, you know, like, just a lot of good memories that she's had with people. This album is going to put her in more of a, I feel like this album is going to be very emotional for her to promote as well. I don't know, I feel that. I just, you know, feel like she went through a lot during this time period. She does go through a lot. She's a Cancer. But you know, being emotional and everything. But I do feel like she went through a lot during this album. And this album is about release for her. It's about, the moon card is reversed, signifying that there's some stuff that is going to get revealed through this album. Maybe some stuff about her relationships that people were wondering about. I know 2 singles have already come out. So, like, It's Okay, I'm Okay probably could be one of those as well. Collaborations. I'm wondering if she has any collaborations. Has she released the track listing for this? I'm not seeing that yet. I am seeing some collaborations on this project. Some collaborations I am seeing. Or that were supposed to be. If they are not on this project, maybe they'll be on a deluxe or something. But I am seeing that there was supposed to be some collaborations. If it turns out there's not collaborations, guys, I'm seeing that there was supposed to be. But, you know, it got shifted very fast. But I feel like there was supposed to, or there is collaborations. I feel like there's going to be something about deflection or being in denial, you know, when somebody love bombs you. I don't know if Tate is going to talk about that. When you think someone loves you, but they're actually being your worst enemy. They're the one being brutally, you know, hurtful towards you. Their words are brutal. Their ways that they speak to you are brutal. You know, not being kind also to yourself and your strength being tested. I feel like too, her patience was tested with this album. I feel like, you know, even if she doesn't talk about this, guys, I feel like her strength was tested a lot for this project. Let's see what you guys will feel about it. I see it being 50-50, split down the middle, but honestly, I feel like a lot of people are going to feel the need to defend this album, because I always get this every time I talk about an artist's project, but this always comes out. You know, of course, there are going to be those fans that feel like they have to defend this album, because a lot of people are going to love or hate this project. You know, guys, like, it's not going to be just, of course, that's normal, but I find that, I feel like with the 7 of Torches, a lot of people are going to want to defend this project. They're going to, you know, just be like, why don't you guys get it? Like, it's a good project. Like, I don't know what everyone's mad about. This project was good. Like, I see it causing, you know, a lot of, like, controversy amongst the fans. Tate likes this project a lot. She's very, very proud of this project. Her fans, I do see a lot of fans not really caring a lot about a lot of the songs. And I do see her, well, her being, she's just, we know this, she's very passionate. I am getting the King of Torches, the 10 of Torches, a lot of pressure with her to deliver. I feel like this is more from her team. And yes, of course, her fans in some ways, but I do feel like this is from her team. They're putting pressure on Tate, you know, and I did say that in my reading on her. I said there's a lot of pressure on her. There's a lot of pressure on her right now to perform with the Tower. I see that she has a lot of followers, guys. You know, she does have a lot of success in some parts of her music, but I do see her branding not catching people enough to where allegedly her team would like her to be, okay? So even though we feel like, you know, I'm not saying Tate is doing horrible, you know what I mean, guys, but she's not having, they want her to have this, I hate to say this, but this Sabrina moment. They want her to have this Chapel moment. And, you know, same with Madison Beer. I was, you know, picking up on that for her too, and she has gotten Grammy nominations, so that's good. But with Tate, I'm feeling like, you know, I did feel Grammy nominations at least for Madison, but with Tate, I'm seeing, you know, that, you know, her enter for the Grammys for this album, maybe being nominated. I do see a possible nomination for her, but they're fighting for it. I see them fighting with the Magician card to get her name out there more, to get her more recognition, because although she does have a loyal fan base, the Academy and the people are her team is putting a lot of pressure. You know, the industry is putting a lot of pressure on them to keep up, to, you know, make her, you know, more of this, like, I see the King of Wands as this, you know, this woman that is more showboaty, is more sexual, is more liberated sexually, you know, is more exciting, shows her, like I said, it shows her personality more, is more competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like Tate in this energy of being a girl's girl. Allegedly, I am feeling some people in her camp, not, you know, I'm not gonna say everybody, but I am feeling allegedly in her record label, they are wanting her to be more competitive, more cutthroat, more boisterous, more defensive of her branding, more defensive of her aesthetic, you know, and by that I mean, guys, just more like competitive, really. And you know, but Tate is not, she wants to have fun. Like I said, she doesn't like taking things super seriously or being cutthroat or competitive like that. So I'm really curious to see how she's going to work things out with her label or her team to make sure that they all can, you know, coexist and work together, because from her label, I am seeing with the Seven of Wands, allegedly I'm seeing that there is some battlegrounds with that. There's some battling behind the scenes and them wanting her to take more risks and really show herself more, as far as being, you know, as they say, guys, allegedly, they say sex sells, and they want her to be more like that, or more just of a risk taker. So we're gonna see, like, her projects take this more, I also feel like this album too, guys, sorry to cut it, but I feel like this album is about self-reflection, a lot of self-reflection, you know, and the partners that we choose, the way we love people, you know, the way we love ourselves, the way we pour into ourselves. It's going to be a very emotional project. A very emotional project, very vulnerable. You know, I do feel like she's going to have some really pretty ballads on there. Or, you know, slow songs if they're not ballads. I don't know if Tate does ballads, but I hear some slow, very slow emotional songs. Some people are going to feel like this album is a little too, like, it just doesn't make sense, you know, just is going to keep her stuck. Some people are feeling like this album is just really going to keep her stuck and not, you know, what they want from her, or it's not going to help her. It's going to just entangle her more in this web of not being seen correctly. I don't even know what I mean by that, guys, but I just see that being an issue for her still. I do see them trying to push this album as more of a commercialized album. Or some of the songs are going to get pushed more on TikTok, or could be pushed more on TikTok, on Instagram. We're going to see them go back and forth with what they want to sell, her branding, you know, them just not being sure of exactly where to take her image. Like, I see them still being stuck with that. But I see her tour doing well. Her tour is going to do well. Her tour is going to do very well. This album is very emotionally fulfilling for her, and she's going to reach a point where, I feel like Tate's going to reach a point where she's content, you know, and that's really what counts. You know, it's just the label that I feel like, allegedly, I hate to say the label, but it's not only her, she's not content right now, she's getting there, but I do feel the label still wanting more from her, and her just wanting to be content where she's at and happy where she's at with the fan base that she's built. I do see the concert doing better than the album, you know, I'm gonna say that. I see her tickets selling very well, sold out on a lot of shows, obviously. Is she Canadian? I feel like in Canada she's gonna do really well. I'm wondering if she's gonna have some interesting collaborations, but you know, I see her later on. If it's not this album, I do see her getting more into collaborating with rappers and maybe some R&B singers. I see that for her, so I don't know if it's going to be on this project, because I do feel there was supposed to be collaborations, or there are going to be. So I'm curious if, you know, she is going to take more of this. You know, we're going to have a few R&B artists on there, some artists you wouldn't expect. Like I said, if it's not this project, we will later on see her do stuff like that. So yeah, I am seeing some projects come out, or some collaborations come out. And some of them are going to be water signs, some in Aquarius. I'm seeing her collaborate with an Aquarius at one point. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have out here with some air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Taurus. I'm hearing Taurus. Yeah, as I said, that the Empress, Taurus. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that, guys. I'm seeing a lot of air signs. Her collab, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, Doja Cat. I'm seeing her collaborate with a lot of with women. I'm seeing her collaborate with women. It could be, you know, for Cancer, it could be an interesting collab. She could do one with Camila Cabello. I'm seeing her do one with Camila Cabello. Tinashe. I have Tinashe because I'm getting a lot of air out here. Maybe there will be some men, but I'm also seeing her be very female. Namani. I'm seeing Namani. Taurus could be Kehlani, Victoria Monet. I'm trying to think of some more Tauruses. Maybe some legends. We're gonna see some legends want to work with her. Possible mashup with Britney Spears. I don't know if they've done that already. I don't know if Britney also wants to work with her, or she wants to work with Britney, if that's like a long dream of hers. Long time dream. Kelly Clarkson. But yes, guys, I just wanted to pop in and do a quick read and reaction as well. I reacted to her music video. I don't know how much of it I'm going to have in the beginning because of copyright. I'm gonna see if I can turn it just very low and just I didn't speak much, so I'm like, should I even put this in there? But I think I'll just put it in there in case you guys like it. Let me know if you guys want to see more of that from me, or see me react to other stuff or commentate other stuff. I'm really wanting to do that, so we'll see. And let's go ahead and get into the rest of her reading, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much if you've watched this far. Thank you so much for watching, and love you guys. Enjoy the reading. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today, guys, I am going to be doing a reading on Tate Mcrae. Haven't done a reading on Tate yet. As you guys know, this has been requested, so thank you to my follower who requested Tate. I actually have been wanting to read on her, so that was so funny. And they're like, nobody's done a psychic reading on Tate yet, and I was like, they are absolutely right, you know, that I've seen. I don't know since they commented that if people have done that a reading on her, but I'm actually really curious about her personality. She's a Cancer. So I am familiar with Tate's music, and I actually really like her new single, It's Okay, I'm Okay. I freaking love that song. I cannot stop listening to that song, guys. It is like ridiculous. I at first didn't like it, so I'm glad that it's growing on me. I'm not a huge follower of her music. I've only liked a few songs from her. I think the first song I liked from her was You Broke Me First. I think that is one of my top favorite songs from her. But that also is a fan favorite. A lot of people like that song, you know. Tate has been going in this business for a minute. I know that she's not new to this business. I don't know how current she is, but I know that she's been grinding for a while. So I hope, you know, it comes out in, you know, this reading that she's gonna blow up. It's Okay, I'm Okay is doing really good, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's doing really well. So or at least in my mind it's doing really well because I like the song. But yeah, guys, we're also going to get into Tate's relationship and her next album. I'm gonna try to pull on her album and see what the vibe's gonna be. I'm gonna try to pull on when it's gonna drop, or I'm actually not even sure she's announced it already. Maybe she announced it. I think somebody said in the music video that she came out with for the single, It's Okay. I think that they said that the date is in the music video, so I mean, it could very well be that, but also things could change. So, but even if I get the date wrong, guys, whatever, I'm still gonna try to pick up on the vibe of her album, and if she'll win any awards, if she's gonna have a moment, you know, where she blows up. A lot of people like her, but she has had a lot of moments, like sporadic moments, where people talk about her a lot. So I think that this is another moment like that. But I want to see if she's actually gonna, you know, really blow up and get these these deals, these partnerships. You know, I want to see if she's gonna get more fame, you know. But yes, like I said, we're also going to get into her love life. So if you would like to know more about Tate Mcrae and her personality, then please keep on watching. So just want to let you guys know that I'm available for personal readings. So get your personal reading from your bitch, okay? Alright, my handle is Sade's Tarot Tea 92. And also follow me on TikTok at SadeSarahT92. I will be uploading more videos coming soon, so let me know what you guys would like to see from me with that. And also, while you're here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for when your bitch pull up. Ding ding, bitch. And if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and drop in the comment section below, guys, what your favorite Tate Mcrae album or song is and how you may think that the feel of this album and this era is gonna be for her. Is she gonna have a Sabrina moment, like, you know, or Chappelle moment? You know, what's gonna happen? I'm really curious. Or even Victoria Monet, like, I'm wondering if she's gonna have like a Victoria moment. But yeah, like, let's see what's to come for her. Alright guys, so I want to first, before I get into my questions, I want to pull on the energy around Tate, how she's feeling currently. I know that she just, you know, she was at the VMAs. I'm actually looking at a picture of her. And then after I will get into her chart and all that. But I want to first see the energy around Tate and see what's going on with her. Okay? So guys, we're going to go ahead and get into her reading. I am pulling on the energy around Tate currently. So a lot of cards, I just kind of want to note that a lot of her cards are in the reverse. So that's a bit concerning for me. I'm feeling like she's not happy with how her career's been going. I think this is more of past energy. I think she's finally, like, I don't know, it's like Tate hasn't had, like, you know, it's not like bad, her success or whatever. It's just not what she would like it to be. You know, I feel like Tate is like really, she's really hard on herself. You know what I mean? Like, she's definitely an overachiever. And, you know, she's someone that is, she strives to, I'm wondering what's in her chart. I don't think I've looked yet, guys. Like I stated, I'm gonna pull that up. But I'm seeing that she's like ready for her moment. Like, she's tired of, like, even though she has, like I said, had sporadic moments of like popping off and like people paying attention to her, it's not sustainable in her eyes. And, you know, this could be like her team and the label like making her feel pressured to like really stand out, because, you know, Sabrina, I hate to put Sabrina in this reading, but Sabrina's really setting the standard for pop artists. You know what I mean? Like, it was like when Dua Lipa came out and she really set that standard for, you know, the pop realm. You know what I mean? Like, and I would say that Dua was kind of like, I don't know if you guys would consider her electronic or whatever, but anyway, like, Future Nostalgia had this very like EDM kind of like, I don't even know if that's the right genre to place her music in, or alternative, I guess, whatever, but pop at this, like, it was very pop still. So Dua set a standard in her own lane in that, but I'm seeing with Tate, it's been hard for her to find that song that's gonna take her there, that's really going to make her, going to really put her, you know, get us talking about her. You know, she's getting frustrated, really frustrated, or she was frustrated in the past, and I think this song, It's Okay, I'm Okay, has helped her, you know, calm her a bit, has helped her give herself some grace, because, you know, like, Tate, you're very talented. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know that's easier said than done, but you're very talented, and you know, we'll see what's to come out for her, guys. I will keep it real. Like, if she's not gonna pop off like that, but it's not to be negative. It's just, you know, maybe, you know, her career will take a different shift. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be this like negative thing, guys. You know, I remember talking about JoJo, and JoJo actually has come out with a book, and she's like doing other things, and I mentioned about her having a hard time, like, she'll still do music, but, you know, music for her, Spirit is calling her to do other things, like tell her story about what happened to her, and, like, you know, be some type of guide for other people, more so as a mentor. Like, that's what I was feeling for JoJo, and it was not in a negative way, but, like, I still felt like she would do music, but it wasn't what she was wanting to achieve, right, guys? So anyway, with Tate, I'm seeing her get frustrated more and more with the industry. I feel like this next album that she's about to come out with is going to, I think there's going to be some hits. There's going to be some really cool, like, pop hits that stand out, that will help her and get more of a stable fan base. Like, she already has a really good fan base. Not saying you guys aren't great. She still has a really good fan base, but Tate really wants to expand her music and really be taken as, you know, as an artist, like as somebody that isn't just, you know, a knockoff, or, you know, all artists want this, right? I'm seeing, guys, that she is trying to stay in peace and, like, you know, just do things that bring her happiness. You know, she, you know, actually, I like this for her, honestly, guys. Like, she lives a pretty normal life, and I like that for her. You know, it's like she has a lot of fans and support around her, and this is where she's at now, guys. Now, I'm hoping that this does not change for her, because she's not used to people being all up in her business or like reading about her. You know, who is used to this crap, guys, right? Tate is really not used to that type of exposure. Even though she is known, it's like she's still able to like go into the grocery stores and hide and like do things and like not be so in the public. Like, she hasn't reached that level of fame yet. So we'll see if she does blow up. We'll see where her career goes. But yeah, she's able to like be undercover a lot and just kind of like do whatever she wants and have a normal life and create her music and songwrite for other artists if that's what she chooses to do. Maybe even vocal production. You know, I see her getting more into that and like learning more and really studying, you know. And I like this for her too, because she's studying other artists. She's studying what they're doing. She's studying the choreographers that they're working with, you know. She's studying the visuals that they're doing, you know, the dancing. She's studying all of that, even like TikTok, like what's big on TikTok. Like, Tate is like really trying to like figure out how to push herself out there more and, you know, be vulnerable at the same time. I feel like Tate really hasn't opened up about her personality, and people want to know more about you, Tate. Like, you're very private, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she doesn't have to be super open, you know. She doesn't have to like be like an open book all the way, guys. Like, but it's talking about like people really want to understand her more and they want to know more about her, you know. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like her opening up about her love life or anything like that. Just simple things. Like, we're in an era now where even more people need to feel like you're personable, and if you're not, then you kind of get swept off to the side and like people don't remember, or they don't really remember you. People really nowadays are looking at personality. And it's also talking about that if Tate opened up more about her personality, like, she has a really funny personality, or just very lighthearted, but also serious. You know, she can be kind of serious and poetic and moody, and just like, you know, she's a Cancer, so it makes sense, but she likes to be very sarcastic, and her sarcasm is really funny. Like, I feel like, you know, people would really gravitate towards her more if she opened up more about, like, you know, what she likes to do or her personality. Maybe go on a podcast. Like, maybe Tate needs to go on like a podcast or something like that, or like more interviews, or just more press, you know. Like, her team needs to push her out there more and get her more press. Like, get her in front of the camera, like have her do the chicken shop. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, guys, but I think her name's Amy. Like, you know, or call her daddy podcast or something like that. Like, she needs to do stuff like that that really allows people more into her person, who she is as a person. Like, she's too closed off is what I'm hearing. So, you know, that's just word of advice. If she wants to take it, she could take this advice. And I know that, you know, as a Cancer, you know, Cancers like being very private, so this is hard for them. It's very hard for them to open up, for them to let people in, especially about their love life. And I'm noticing too, she is trying to open up. Like, she brought her boyfriend to the award show, which that's not, you know, rare or anything. Celebrities do that. Tate wants to be a little more personable, especially a little more open, but she's not sure exactly how much she wants to do that, and if she's willing to compromise her privacy, her solitude, basically, to get these opportunities. So maybe this is stuff that, you know, her team has told her, or people around her, like her circle of friends that she runs into, maybe a boyfriend, whatever, they've told her, like, you need to be more open, you know. because it would unlock so many more opportunities for you, and people would pay attention to you more. You would be a lot more memorable. And she's already really talented, guys. Like, she's really talented, great dancer. So it's like it would get her more in those rooms, and it would get her opened up more with stuff that she could do, that, you know, that would grow all of her different types of talents, you know, is what I'm hearing. So, but yeah, guys, Trapped in Fear is in the reverse for her, which is talking about that she's been, like, she's ready to, like, break out of this. This is perfect, because what I think about is when she's on the cop car and she's, like, naked, obviously, like, not really naked, but she's naked. And, you know, at first I was kind of like, what the heck, like, not expecting that from her. But it's talking about that she wants to do more stuff like that. She wants to be more, like, I wouldn't say raunchier, that could be the term too, like, maybe she wants to be more raunchier, but she wants to, like, change up this, I don't know, like, she feels like people are not paying attention to her enough. They're not taking, maybe that, and she feels like she needs to do more stuff to break out of this, like, box of, like, being scared that of judgment, or, you know, she's like, I need to get out of my head about that. Like, I just need to do it and just stop caring about how I'm perceived or what people think. So I'm curious what her next era is going to be, where she's moving, especially with this new single, what she's gonna do, because I'm like, okay, like, she really wants to get people, like, talking about her. Whatever you choose to do, you know, Tate, you know, just be true to who you are, just keep being authentic. And because you have to look yourself in the mirror every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you feel like you're gonna be able to, like, look yourself in the mirror every day and know that you did not compromise yourself or your beliefs or your morals to be, you know, for this fame, then hey, you know, guys, her reading is serious right now. Her reading is serious, but I feel like Tate is a very serious, like, funny, you know, she could be funny, but I feel like, you know, she takes things very deeply, and she really thinks about things, and she really considers things before she says anything or does anything, really, unless she's just, like, really joking. I'm wondering if she has, like, Mercury and Leo or something, because that will be her, like, really expressing her opinion and not being afraid to. So I'm curious to see what direction she's gonna go in with her career, because I'm seeing that already. Now, Triumph is in the reverse, talking about that she has not reached the level of fame that she's been wanting to reach, and or her team has been wanting her to reach. She is happy with the things that she has accomplished, but, you know, this new shift that she wants to move into, she's like, okay, if I want to do this, it's a lot of her being scared to compromise, guys, like her peace as well, you know. So it's talking about too that she's held herself back a lot and didn't take certain opportunities because was afraid of, like, what people would think, or that it just was, or she just was like, no, this isn't the right move for me. Obviously, you know, some of those things would have compromised who she is as a person. So I'm glad to hear that as well. I hope she continues to move in this direction, but it is saying there is pressure for her to become more a little more raunchier, I want to say, a little more, you need to do stuff more to shake it up, you know, like, there's pressure from, allegedly, from her team. And also, guys, I want to say that this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and should be taken as such, unless Tate comes and tells us that all of what I have said or whatever I've said is accurate. Okay, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is all alleged and what I am feeling, okay? But what I'm saying is that I feel like her team is pressuring her, alleged, okay? She wants to break out, she wants to stay in the industry, but what she's been doing hasn't been working in her head, guys, and what her team feels she needs to do. So even though you guys may feel like, what, Tate is doing well and she's had all the success, well, her team doesn't feel that way. Allegedly, they don't feel that way, but they're looking for her to have her big hit, because she is not keeping up with what's going on in the industry, because of, she doesn't want to compromise. She does not want to fully compromise herself, but it's talking about that she might start trying to do that to appease people, you know, to her label, and because she's hungry to get to that next level. There was a side of Tate, I feel, that was content, you know, but that is starting to not happen because of the way things are moving in our society and how fast people are like looking to, you know, for the next pop star, the next person. You know, it's quite admirable how much Sabrina has caught people to pay attention, you know. So they like I said, there's a standard, there is a bar that has been set, and so they're putting a lot of pressure on Tate right now, is what I keep feeling. Harmony is in the reverse, and Triumph, guys. Again, I want to point us back to that card, and Heartache and Loss. Okay, so this is talking about, guys, that Tate might have to take a step back and just recollect what she wants to do, recollect herself. Maybe she may decide to redo her album, redo some songs. It's talking about redoing some stuff. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if she's gonna like re-record some music, or, you know, or her old music, re-record some of her old music. I don't think, you know, she has time to do that, but like whatever this is, she's gonna have to revamp. It could just be revamping her era, her image. Maybe they ended up scrapping some of the album idea, or some music video idea that they had, or this could be past energy. Her music video for It's Okay may have just been, it may have been a scrap, like they were gonna do something else and then, you know, they had to like revamp it. So it's talking about she's gonna have to, you know, either she revamped, you know, It's Okay, maybe it went through so many variations, as songs do, right, guys? But also her harmony is, it's been off a lot. It's been off a lot, and she doesn't feel like right now she could quite rest until she gets to where she needs to be. She's very driven, you know. Tate is very ambitious, and she does not, I don't see her giving up though, which is really good. I don't see her giving up, guys. I see her prevailing and just keep, you know, she's gonna keep going. And she's using the artists, like as these artists as inspiration, really, and studying them. And now she's ready to step out of being afraid. I don't know how old she is, but she's really trying to step out and you know, like I said, just don't compromise yourself, Tate. But she is trying to step out of her fears, and we're gonna see her more, you know, especially with this this album coming out. We're gonna see her really market this album, market herself. You know, she's gonna open up more about maybe even her relationship, you know, or her friendships or whatever. Like I stated, guys, she is going to be a little more open with us, so we'll see, you know, what that looks like. But yeah, guys, this was where the energy stands with her. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into my questions, and we're gonna learn more about her, okay? So guys, the first thing that I want to go into is her love life. I know Tate is private about her love life, so I'm gonna try not to do too much or evade too much. I'm really trying to be respectful, guys, you know, of the artists that I talk about now, just because I know that a lot of the artists have come out and said that, you know, just people have been a lot more invasive with them and stuff. So I do want to still be respectful, but I am going to keep it real, you know, guys, like, and still be me and give my advice or whatnot. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into Tate's relationship. She's with this guy called Kid Laroi. Before I do, guys, I'm going to also look at her birth chart. And I believe her dude is a Leo, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Tate is a Cancer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up her birth chart, and let's go ahead and start reading on her. Alright, guys, so I have pulled up Tate Mcrae's birth chart. So if you want to look alongside me here, she is a Sun in Cancer, her moon is in Cancer, wow, and her Mercury is in Cancer. Wow, she is a Cancer stellium. That's insane. She has a lot of Cancer. Her Venus is in Gemini, and her Mars is in Pisces. They don't have her rising sign, unfortunately, but I would guess that Tate is, let me look at her. I would guess that she's either a Gemini rising, maybe I would say a Virgo. No, I wouldn't say a Virgo rising, definitely not. Maybe a Pisces rising I would give her. And yeah, I would say that would be like my guess. I don't feel like she's a fire rising. If she was a fire rising, I would say Leo. If she's a water rising, I'm gonna say Cancer. No, if she was if she's a water rising, I would say Pisces. And Earth rising, I would say Taurus. And if she's a fire rising, I would say Leo. So I don't know if I already said that, but Leo. But yeah, the main rising signs I'm going to say that she may be, that I'm feeling, is Gemini and Pisces. So possibly Cancer. Okay, yeah guys, they don't have her rising sign, so if you want to guess to what her rising sign is, or if she said it in an interview at any point, guys, let me know what her rising sign is. I'm curious. So yeah, we could see with that triple Cancer and the Pisces and the Gemini, she's very like, just very emotional. She's very emotional. That's why I felt like she's a deep thinker. You know, Mercury and Cancers they're deep thinkers. You know, they live in their emotions. You know, they don't, it takes her a while to get out of her emotions. I feel like she can be very avoidant when it comes to confrontation or having to like express her opinion, unless it's in her music, you know, which is that Venus and Gemini channeling that, you know, all those emotions and that Mars and Pisces, and putting it into her music and just, you know, really elaborating on how she feels, you know, through her art, through dancing. She's very creative, obviously, with that Mars and Pisces, you know, very fluid with her creativity. So I would definitely love to see Tate in like other things, other avenues. I want to see her channel more of her creativity and just really step outside her boxes, because her Venus in Gemini is really calling for her to not box herself in and to not label herself and label her music, is what I mean, guys. Like, she doesn't need to label her music. People will get it, you know, they'll just understand her vision. She has really good focus, and you know, with her Mercury in Cancer, she has very good focus. The Gemini kind of can make her flighty, especially in her love life. She tends to like people that are all over the place, very sloppy. Not so much their appearance. It doesn't have to mean that their appearance is sloppy, but it could just mean that they're just very chaotic with how they move or what they think. Their thoughts could be very chaotic. Maybe they suffer from a lot of mental health issues, and you know, she likes to be like, you know, she likes to be their little therapist. Tate likes to be a therapist. It's very cute, you know, at the same time, but she needs to not absorb the emotions of her partners too much or her friends too much. You know, she very much values her friends. You know, Cancers love their friends. You know, they love being surrounded by their family. She probably had a really good upbringing. Even if her parents, I don't know if her parents are divorced, guys, but if they are or whatever, like, I feel like she has a good relationship with one, at least one of them, but both. I feel like she has a good relationship with both of them. I'm going to say that. Or even if it wasn't the best in the past, I feel like she's working on it and it's getting better. It's definitely getting better if she didn't have a really good relationship with her family. But I don't see that. Honestly, when you have a lot of Cancer like this, you're very close to your family. And, you know, definitely could see that with her chart, they need to be very supportive of her dreams, of her aspirations as a child. I feel like Tate as a child would sing a lot. She would sing all over the house, dance all over the house. Probably went to a school very young. You know, maybe her mom enrolled her in school for dancing very young, because I obviously know that Tate dances, so definitely could see that she danced a lot as a child, or sang a lot as a child. Drew, was very creative, very intuitive, smart, caught on to things very easily. Very, very smart. When you have Cancer and Gemini, you're very smart. You know, I feel like Tate doesn't consider herself, like, she doesn't give herself enough credit. I feel like she's really smart, you know, and she studies and she reads a lot. My Solitude card just kind of reminded me of her reading and just studying in her room. Was probably very studious as a kid, as well as, you know, or maybe her parents instilled a lot of education into her at an early age, and maybe they didn't just want her to, like, you know, fall back on her dancing or her singing. You know, they wanted her to also get other, you know, means of education, and so that she could support herself. She's very independent is what I'm seeing. Tate is a very independent person. You know, she does like relationships and she will get into them very easily, and I feel like she has a hard time being single, don't get me wrong, but once her, like, if you're not supporting her vision or you're not supporting her dream or whatever it is, like, if you don't support her, it's very hard for her to get on board with dating you. So I'm seeing that she has partners that are usually already creative in some way, or, you know, even if they're just very creative, very moody too. I feel like she likes very moody partners. So yeah, she needs to be careful, though, that I am getting my Ten of Swords card, of, you know, the dudes that she messes with. I do feel like she's gonna get into a very messy, open relationship. And I don't mean like open in the sense where they're both, you know, open to another person. It's more of like, we start hearing about Tate's drama. I don't know, maybe, you know, drama just tends to follow her in her relationships, and we tend to hear about it. I personally don't hear anything about Tate's relationships, but if you guys are a Tate fan, let me know. Do we tend to hear about her relationships? But even if we don't, it's talking about a man that she dates that will betray her openly. We will hear about this. He'll start talking about her, you know, so she needs to be very wary of this. Maybe it's more if he embarrasses her. You know, I don't know if this is about the dude that she's currently with, Kid Larry. I don't know if there's gonna be some messy thing that happens with them where we're gonna hear about it and Tate's gonna openly get her heart broken. Which sucks because she's trying to move more open, a little bit more open in her relationship. She's trying to show her partner. I don't know if she's already been doing this, guys, so let me know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far. There could be another betrayal, like in her team or something like that. It could just mean that. But it's more so I'm getting her love life. She needs to be very careful of a man publicly embarrassing her, or cheating on her publicly, or saying things about her after they break up is what I'm hearing as well. So I don't know if she want to get something in place for that. Just saying, I would, because I do feel like, you know, this album is going to help her, and maybe there are going to be people that are going to want more stuff from her, and, you know, she just needs to be very careful. This could also be, guys, you know, her friends. It could be a warning about her friends. You know, she just needs to be more careful with who she's allowing in her circle and who she's trusting. So I'm getting the Ten of Swords flew out for her, as for her being too trustful. You know, even in her love life, too trustful. Even though she, you know, probably, I don't know, maybe she would argue that and be like, I'm a very not trusting person. Well, Pisces, you got a Mars and Pisces Tate. You got a freaking Mars and Pisces, and you got a lot of Cancer. And yes, Cancers, although they are very intuitive and on it, they can be too trusting. You know, they can be too trusting, especially when they have Pisces. So, you know, they'll get the signs, guys. They'll get the warnings. It's like, I should have known. Like, I feel like Tate says that a lot. I feel like she knows, guys, too. Like, she sees the signs, she sees the warnings, she gets premonitions. She's very psychic, you know, she's very intuitive with this chart. Cancer stellium with the Mars and Pisces, and whatever her rising's in, if it's in water, like, or it doesn't matter, you know, she has a lot of aspects to her, you know, her water energy, I'm sure. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's a warning for her coming in. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and pull on her relationship with Kid Larry. And yeah, y'all, he makes her feel fine as fuck. She came out as the Queen of Wands for how Tate feels about Kid Larry. Yeah, she's like, I feel fine as fuck when I'm with him. I feel great. I feel on top of the world. You know, yeah, she'd be very, very much, very intimate with him. And I don't always mean, guys, intimacy can be multiple forms of intimacy or whatever. So yeah, anyway, guys, so yeah, Tate feels on top of the world when she's with him. He makes her feel very sexy. He makes her feel very, like, he inspires her a lot. You know, the Queen of Wands can get inspired by anything, especially when she's in love, especially when she's being intimate with people. You know, she's exuding that sacral chakra. You know, she's in the middle of having this, like, big sacral chakra moment, you know? So definitely, you know, she's having fun, you know, with him. The Queen of Wands too is she's a very adventurous type of person, you know. She also feels like she can trust him and that he allows her to let her guard down. Like, she feels very safe with him, and, you know, she feels like he doesn't challenge her or push back on her. I don't know if she's dated dudes in the past that just were very, like, aggressive with her, or like just too in her face about their opinions, and they didn't really like respect her boundaries or her opinions. But she has a hard time with dudes that be doing that to her. It's talking about that she doesn't feel like she needs to put up her boundaries too much with Laurie. Like she gets like really good vibes from him. Kid Laurie. Yeah, as I said, guys, Temperance is in the upright. He brings her a lot of peace, and yeah, he brings her a lot of peace, and she really likes that. I don't know if I did get in my pre-shuffle, I did, guys, get my star card in the reverse. So I don't know what her dude does. Is he a singer or something? Is he in the industry? I'm not gonna look it up until I edit, so let me know, guys, too, if you want to put it in the comments. If you know, I know I already put it as a caption or whatever, but if you want to put it in the comments if you know anything about, you know, her dude. But yeah, like I don't know if, you know, Kid Laurie is in the industry already or what he does, but yeah, she likes that he's not known, you know. She, not in a negative way, but if he is in the industry, she likes that people don't know about him yet. So because it's like about, for her, maintaining that normalcy, you know. She still loves having her normalcy. I feel like, do they drink together? Do they go out a lot and party together? I feel like they do. So yeah, I'm getting my Four of Wands card, guys. They like going out together. I'm wondering too if she likes surprising him. I feel like he surprises her with stuff too, and like, you know, but she likes how he surprises her, and he likes to go out and like do stuff with her, you know. I don't know if she's dated a lot of dudes that were just not about that, like maybe like showing her off or something, or he openly like expresses his affection for her, like he doesn't really like hold back, and she doesn't feel like she needs to hold back with him. And she likes that, you know, he's everything that she's been waiting for. You know, she feels like she's been waiting for a relationship like this for a very long time, and she likes him a lot. I'm saying she likes him a lot. You know, she feels like he's a good person and he's a good dude, you know. I'm not getting like bad energy or anything of how she feels about him. I'm not seeing any worry, like there's trust. She feels like she can trust him, like he's allowed her to let her guard down a lot, and she's not used to like feeling that way. She also has Venus in Gemini, so she can move independently, and you know, she tends to like, she needs her independence, like that is what I'm seeing. So she likes that he allows her to maintain her independence, because you know what she's doing, it's very lonely, you know what I'm saying. It's a very lonely career, and you know, she has big goals that she wants to do for herself, so it's like she's trying to not put all of her focus into a relationship, because she tends to do that. I feel she tends to not put her career or herself first when she gets into a relationship and she's happy in that relationship. Now when she's not, it's a different story, of course. Like then she starts putting a lot of her, you know, energy into her career. I'm feeling like, guys, you know, she's really trying to put herself first this time and be in her relationship, be present, but also like, you know, put herself first. And she's been not always able to do that, because she is a very giving person. I'm gonna say though, I feel like she is going to need to walk away from this relationship, or she will feel like she needs to walk away because it's not what she expected. I don't know if there's already problems with them, is what I'm hearing, but yeah, like she may feel like she already needs to walk away, or she is worried that she eventually will need to walk away from him. So because she's going to have to choose with the Nine of Swords reverse, guys, okay? Nine of Swords reverse, just anxiety about this, you know. She's trying not to think about it right now, but it is talking about that she may need to walk away from this relationship because it is not the same level as her. You know, it's fun right now and it's great right now, but it's not where she's at, you know, or she will grow to. They're gonna end up, oh God, I hate being negative, they're gonna end up breaking up. I don't know if there's some worry, guys. I am seeing some worry with the Nine of Swords as well, or there will be some worry of like, okay, are you with me for the right reasons? You know, I need to know that you're with me for the right reasons, like her needing like reassurance in that way. So I'm seeing, you know, that be an issue, like him being able to like reassure her, and she's gonna end up wanting to leave because of it. And yeah, so she's gonna need to put her career first, she feels. And also, there will not be enough reassurance. He won't be able to, like, he's gonna need more reassurance than her. Yeah, she's not gonna get what she needs out of this, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how Kid Laroi feels about her. I think I'm gonna get a few cards for this, guys. Yeah. Ooh. Guys, this is really frustrating because we're in this day and age where people are just really looking to come up, you know, and use people to come up. And this is actually what Tate already has a feeling about this. Like, it is a worry for her, but, you know, she is not going to be in this relationship. I feel like, you know, Kid Laroi he's excited to be with her, but it's more of like, what can we do as a couple? So I don't know if he's going to pitch like some like YouTube channel with her. I know that Hallie's doing that with her dude, so it's kind of giving that vibe that he wants to, like, I don't know if he already has a YouTube channel where she's on it, but I see him pitching some idea of that, like them being more public. Because remember I said like that there's pressure on, or I feel there's pressure on Tate to be more like open with herself and just like a little bit of her relationship. So I don't know if that's because of the dynamic of where everything's going with the industry, but yeah, why do I gosh, yeah, there's pressure, and I feel like Kid Laroi is like wanting to be more open about their relationship, and he's wanting to like benefit off of their relationship, and he wants, so I don't know if he's an artist, guys, let me know, is Kid Laroi an artist? But because I'm seeing he lacks like money and like status, and he's coming out as the King of Pentacles reverse. I don't know what his zodiac sign is. He could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Four Swords reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles reverse, Five of Cups. Yeah, he's like, he wants his breakthrough moment. He wants to do stuff. If it's not him being a singer or a dancer, guys, like, or whatever, like, he wants his status or he's been trying to do something and it hasn't been working for him, and he wants to use his relationship with Tate as a way to come up and like be more open and push himself out there. This could, you know, help Tate as well. You know, it would like benefit her, and it's not a like super PR thing, guys. It's not a PR thing is what I'm feeling. It's more of like, you know, even if Kid Laroi is doing well, it's more like Kid Laroi wants to be, it's him, I feel, you know, he's not being told or controlled. You know, I do feel like Tate is being persuaded to be more open. It could be that, but yeah, but yeah, he likes her, you know, he likes her, but it's like, I just feel like he's kind of coming in as also like charming, manipulative, allegedly. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this dude for her. I'm gonna be freaking honest. I hope I'm wrong. I feel like she's gonna have a feeling about it if she doesn't yet. But like, it's gonna hit her. I'm gonna stop right there, guys. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And if y'all see that. Because like, it's coming out in my cards. Like, even with the Four of Pentacles reverse. Like, you know, it's been whatever, you know, Kid Laroi's been doing, it hasn't really been working for him, and he's like needing to like break through in some way and like, you know, and earn money. And you know, we're in that age now, especially the younger generation. They want to like be on social media and use their relationship. This is becoming like a lot more normal, and that's kind of what it feels like. It's like more of like that YouTuber couple. So I don't know, I'm curious to see if Tate is gonna do this, or if she has been doing it, guys. Let me know, because I'm seeing it. So yeah, guys, let me go ahead and see if she will end up getting married, and if this dude will be famous, and will she have kids. But yeah, I'm seeing like whatever he's been doing, like, it's not panning out. So even if he does have status, it's not panning out the way he wants, and so he's gonna try other things. And one of the things that Kid Laroi wants to do is bring Tate along with him and showing her, and like maybe like showing her on TikTok more, showing her on Instagram. If he goes live, showing her, you know, or being in her live. I don't know, guys, if Tate is on live like that. You know, I do feel she's private, so if she is on live, I don't feel like she says too much. Yeah, guys, there was an ex that she had bad memories with. Oh my god. Guys, so the next question is, will Tate get married? I feel like it will be, she will get into another public relationship where we know this guy. I feel like he's an actor. As she gets older, now he may do music on the side, but I feel like he's gonna get into acting. So this could be someone that starts off as a singer but then becomes an actor, is what I'm hearing. I love hearing random facts like that, guys, because I'm like, what the heck, like, what? But yeah, I feel like she's going to get engaged, and it's going to be a 2-year engagement. But they're in the midst of that, there's going to be a lot of problems and back and forth. And so I don't feel like she'll end up finalizing by getting married with him. Or it will be a very quick marriage, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like she will get married, but it will be once, and she'll get divorced, unfortunately. Okay. Guys, I needed to confirm what I was feeling, because I wasn't like sure, so I needed to like make sure. But yes, so I do feel like Tate will get married, yes. But I also see there being like a lot of problems in her marriage. But I see her having like kids, and I see 3 kids for her as of right now, guys. I do see 3 kids for Tate, but I feel like they're definitely gonna have a stepdad. So I feel like she's going to be able to like later on have a successful marriage once she steps back from the industry, because I see her getting busy as she's like going on throughout the industry. I see her being really busy and just kind of like not having time to focus on what she has. She's definitely going to go into hyper independent mode and really prioritize like her career, which I love for her. I think that's awesome that she's doing that, because of just like the way she just is gonna keep getting hurt. And I feel like she's gonna get jaded with her love life. She's gonna try not to be that person, but I do see her getting very jaded and just being like, I need to, you know, I got other things that I need to achieve and focus on. Like, I see her getting into acting as well, or doing like a guest star, guys, or maybe, you know, she's gonna have some performances where she's guest, you know, she's a guest. But yeah, I just see things picking up for her. I don't see her getting like super, we'll look more into it. I don't see her getting to an uncontrollable level of fame, guys. Like I said, she will still try to maintain that normalcy in her life. So I do see her like stepping back and like doing other things like with her family. So I see her having a family for sure, because I see her stepping away to attend to her family. And then I also see her recording music and like still being in the industry. She's gonna be very much like that artist that looks good when they're older too. I see her health being very good. Like, she's gonna be, I don't know if she's already pretty healthy. I know she's a dancer, so she is healthy. But even when she's older, I see her being one of those older women that like flip, that be doing backflips or front flips or whatever. Like, they just be like, just really fun and adventurous, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's gonna be an adventurous older woman. I see her like having a hard time, you know, like I definitely see her getting married, but there's gonna be a lot of problems. I see her having a 2-year engagement, and then she's gonna get married, but that kind of like crumbling is what I keep hearing as I get more into her energy, guys. Because at first I heard like just two-year engagement, but as I got more into the question and I pulled more, because I wasn't getting like a clear answer, but I definitely see her getting married. But it's hard for these artists. I always pick up divorce for them, guys. I'm sure you guys are not shocked, but it's hard for artists to be in relationships, you know? It's really hard. That's what I'm picking up for her love life. So let's go ahead and move into her career and see what's gonna happen with that, because that's where her energy is moving me. So the first question is, how does Tate feel about people comparing her to Britney Spears? and being seen as the newer generation's Britney Spears. Aww. Like I said, guys, keep in mind I said that Tate is very hard on herself. She's very, very hard on herself. She likes the compliment, you know, who wouldn't like that compliment, but she doesn't like the comparison because, like, she's conflicted about it, because I got my Five of Swords, which is, it talks about confusion, or, you know, just not understanding why people see that in her. Just not giving herself that credit as well, like being blinded to seeing that. So I feel like she doesn't want to be compared to her because, you know, she feels like that sets some type of like pressure, even though she's grateful that people see this, you know, big talent in her, because that's literally like, we're calling her a legend in the making, basically. But she doesn't want that pressure. It's like, you know, she wants to respect Britney separately. Like, just know she's Britney Spears. Like, I'm Tate Mcrae. Like, I'm my own person, and although I do love the comparison, and it's amazing that you guys see that much talent in me, I don't want to be like fully compared to her, because, you know, that sets up this pressure, as we can expect, right, guys? She loves and respects Britney so much, guys. She's loved her ever since she was a child. So it's one of those like generational childhood legend type of things. Like, you know, even though Tate's like younger, she's conflicted with it. It's not in a bad way. It's not like she's trashing Britney or anything like that. It's more of pressure. Like, I just, you know, like, we're two different people and identities, and like, I just like wanted to pay homage to her, but I don't want to be put on that platform of, you know, even though it's a compliment, she loves that it's a compliment, but, and she's not going to talk about this because it's more of like her personal feeling about it. But, you know, if you ask her, if she gets asked about this in an interview, she's obviously going to say it's an honor, you know, to be compared to her. But it's also like pressure on her, and she's like worried about that, because she likes to, like I said, the fame, she doesn't want her fame yet to, she wants to get famous, but like not to like Britney level famous. Like, that scares her, because then it's gonna compromise like her privacy, you know. So I keep feeling that from her, like more than any other artist I've read on. I keep feeling that so much for Tate. And also too, it's obviously about like, can I uphold that type of status, that comparison, you know, like that scares her. Okay guys, so for the next question, what should we expect from Tate's new album, and will her album do well? I'm gonna pull on those together. And yeah, so let's see. So if her album is going to do well, like I said, I do feel like she will have a few songs on there. Like, maybe I see 3 that people really, really like. I do see, of course, like I always say, a lot of the Tate fans loving this album. It's very dancey, which is going to be fun. It's not taking itself too seriously. Like, she does have some songs on there I feel that will be a little bit moody. Even if they're dancey, there'll be like a moody type of element, or, you know, just her dealing with her jealousy, or heartbreak. It is going to be some talks about that. Falling in love, of course, you can expect that from Tate, just being overly emotional. Over the songs, I feel like there's going to be a ballad or 2, maybe 1, at least, or a slower song. You know, I think it's going to be you know, a very dancey type of album. Like, she wants this album to be a little more fun than her other ones, you know. There's always been this like really serious element, and I'm seeing too that they're contemplating if they want to do collaborations for this album. I feel like too there's going to be a very theater-esque type of element to it, very or maybe not even theater, it could just be like very throwback, like maybe it's that early 2000s vibe to it. It's gonna sound like that. It's gonna have a very 2000s Y2K type of pop vibe to it. They're trying to still figure out, I feel, where they want to, how they want to market this album. I feel like the album is almost done, or it's done. So, but I feel like the board, her board of directors or whatever, I feel like they're trying to figure out what songs are going to do well, or they're trying to like organize the songs, maybe the track listing or something. They're trying to figure out when they want to announce this project, when they want to announce the tour. If she hasn't announced tour yet, I don't know if she's announced tour. Guys, literally, oh my god, I did not see this. I'm catching my reaction live on camera right now, guys. So I just pulled on, as you guys saw her talking about Britney, right? Like the comparison. She literally just she posted this 2 days ago that said, warning, the fastest way to kill something special is to compare it to something else. I literally just pulled that it's, even though Britney is her idol, like it's obviously like Britney is like one of her idols, I'm sure, but she doesn't like it because it's like, great, now I have to uphold that. Now that was confirmation that I'm on the money with her. Okay, cool. Love when I get confirmation, guys. But I was looking to see if she had announced something about tour or anything. I know she's doing like live performances. Okay, so I don't see anything about a tour, just to make sure. I don't see anything about a tour, but I do feel like they're trying to figure out exactly what direction, you know, they want to do her rollout. So I hope, you know, Tate, I hope you have some fun stuff planned up your sleeve. You know, I'm seeing the rollout is going to be a little bit chaotic, you know, but you guys are going to get some cool merch. You guys are going to get some cool stuff to go with this album. I do feel like there's a vinyl in the making for it. I don't know how long this is going to take to come out, but I do feel like she wants to do a vinyl and wants to sign some vinyls. And she's gonna need to have another hit, though. I'm just gonna say that. I hate to be that person, but I do see Tate needing to have another hit just to get that album really out there. I'm not feeling collaborations for this project yet, guys, even though I said that it's almost done or it's about to be finalized. So I'm wondering, guys, if they're still figuring out collaborations or if they want to keep certain collabs. But I do see that she wants to collaborate with certain people. Now, whether or not she will have collaborations on this project, I'm not really seeing that right now, because I'm feeling like they're still talking about it. So the album is almost done, is what I'm hearing. It's almost done. It's not quite done yet. So this may be because of the collaborations or them figuring out, like I said, the rollout and what they want to do, or the order that they want to put the track listing in, or the collaborations in, or whatever. Maybe they're still waiting on 2 people to get her collabs in, or mastered and mixed and mastered or whatever. So yeah, guys, that's so far what I'm getting. I feel like this album is gonna be very dancey. She's been working really hard on it. Yeah, they're trying to figure out exactly what they want this whole world of her album to be. And I'm wondering too if the album is gonna come out next year, because I'm hearing 3 to 8 more months. So 3 to 8 more months is what I'm hearing. There's been a lot of people dropping music, so you know. So as of right now, guys, I'm gonna say 3 to 8 months is when I feel this album is gonna come out. I'm leaning more on 3 months, and of when we're gonna start getting stuff from her, like around, we're gonna start getting more stuff from her. Within the 3 months, we're gonna start getting more stuff from her, and after that, it's gonna, you know, her album will release. So I'm thinking next year. Now, if they could decide to release it sooner, guys, than what I said, but we're almost done with the year. So, and they still have to announce a tour and all that, so we'll see. Okay, guys, yeah, she dropped her song It's Okay September 12th, so she just came out with a single. So we'll see. I'm wondering if there's gonna be like 2 more single drops, and then we're gonna start getting more announcements and stuff like that from her, and the rollout and all that, and that takes time, you know what I mean, guys? Like, that's gonna take her time to do all that. So guys, I literally want to say within the 3 months we're gonna start getting stuff. And I want to say this year, towards the end of this year, I want to say the album may release, but I keep also wanting to say next year, because I think that she still really wants this to be something, but she doesn't want to wait that long. So maybe early next year. So I'm gonna say if not December, early next year is when we're gonna get the project from her. So within that time span, more stuff from her within the 3-month span, and then I'm anticipating her dropping her album early next year. Especially because I know Lady Gaga is having a drop, and you know, her team is like trying to very meticulously place where they're gonna drop her album. So yeah, we'll see if I'm right on the release of the end of this year or early next year. Of course, we already know that the fans are really gonna love her album. I see a lot of her fans loving this project from her. I feel like it is gonna get a lot of love and respect for what it is, but I also see people being very, like with the Five of Swords upright, like I see people being very confused by it, like not what they expected also. So I feel like she's gonna do like really like unexpected things with this album, whether that be with the rollout or what she's singing about or what the production sounds like. I feel like we're gonna be happy with it. For yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people like feel emotionally fed by this album, and it feels like, you know, it's gonna be one of those classic albums, honestly, for the fans. I'm more so getting like her fans that they're gonna love it, but on the other hand, I feel like just a lot of people are going to be confused about it, and I think a lot of people are expecting it to sound like It's Okay, you know, and it's not going to quite sound like that. There'll be touches of songs that sound like it. I think a lot of people too are expecting it to sound like Britney Spears, you know, or, you know, a little too Britney-esque, and it's going to have, like I said, that 2000s Y2K feel to it that Britney did a little bit. But, and even I want to say Christina, even like, guys, I'm getting like Mandy Moore, you know, I don't know why I heard Mandy Moore, kind of like that feel. I see her doing something cool like that. But yeah, I feel like people are going to be pleasantly surprised by the album. And just be like, we got to be open-minded to it. I feel like that's what it's giving. It's giving more like we just got to be open-minded to it. And with the Five of Swords, I just feel like it's going to be one of those albums that kind of has to grow on you, because there's a lot of production going on. So I don't know, like I also feel like maybe they put a little too much production into it. It could be that, because it feels like a lot of like too much, like is what I'm hearing. Like it's too much, or there's too much of this, or there's too much of that. Like I don't know, guys, if you're into production, like what I mean by this, like I just keep hearing a lot of noise. So yeah, guys, I don't know, I just keep hearing maybe there's too much vocal layering, or like production, or yeah, or the lyrics are too much or something like that. Maybe the lyrics are too emotional for some people, or it's too moody at times for some people. But I also see a lot of people really loving this album though. I do see a lot of people really liking it, and you know, her having some, like I said, some hits on there. Guys, I still see her having a hard time like popping off. Like this album is going to help her a little bit. So don't get me wrong, guys, I do feel like there will be some success with this album and this era that she's doing, but I do see it being still hard for people to catch on to what she's doing. Or, you know, and I do see people moving on from this era or this album pretty fast. Like, just like, oh, that was cool. Like, all right, that's, you know, but I do feel like it is going to get more fans invested into her. The dancing, she's going to experiment more with her dancing, so that's going to catch people's attention. Maybe on TikTok, like maybe she'll blow up with her dancing on TikTok or something, if she hasn't already. But I feel like people are not, this album isn't going to help her get to that level yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But she needs to keep plugging away at it, because I do see her taking off more again, like later on. But she won't be like, you know, because she's not going to want to have that comparison. Like, she's going to always like kind of hold herself, you know, back a little bit and not do the most. But with this album, she's actually going to try it and see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see like how you guys receive it. Seeing that she's going to have a hard time with the album and people getting the concept. There's not going to be really a clear concept to the album, is what I'm hearing. Like there's gonna be something about the album where just like, what, like I don't get it, like I don't get what you were like trying to do. But there will be some songs, like I said, that we will like, that we'll be able to dance to. I definitely see another song for her going viral, or a music video or something, but it's a song. Like there's a song on her project that's gonna do very well. It's gonna, a lot of people are gonna dance to it. A lot of people are gonna dance to it. It might be with It's Okay, but I also think it's another song on there. I see a lot of people liking that song and it doing really well. And it's actually like trash talking a dude that she dated. It's, maybe this is her ex. I think it's trash talking her ex. I don't know, maybe it's okay. Maybe that one is trash talking her ex, but you know, like I see it being another song that it's gonna blow up and it's gonna trash talk her ex. It's gonna air him out. It's gonna air him out. So what I want to start doing, guys, is I want to start doing a rapid fire of what I pick up about their personality. So the first thing that comes to my mind, like within those like cards that I get, I'm gonna only do a few cards. And yeah, we're gonna see what I get, and we're gonna do this very quickly, so let's do it. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The first card I'm getting is the Hierophant for Tate's personality. I feel like she's very studious and she loves to read and write. Maybe likes to read and write stories, or you know, is just an avid reader, or likes to study, you know, things. Like I said, maybe she'll end up going back to school for something that's not in the industry, or to relearn some type of talent, you know, that she has. I feel like she likes to learn and invent herself, redo things, master things, and then she moves on. Or she'll implement it into her lifestyle and make it like a traditional thing. She's very much a person that is traditional and values tradition with all of her Cancer. And she didn't have Taurus, but she had a lot of Cancer, and she also wants to implement some new stuff into, you know, her tradition that her parents instilled in her, or a parent or grandparent instilled in her. And she's also somebody that likes to commit. When she's in a relationship, she commits. She does not back out of, you know, relationships. You know, she's not a flighty person in relationships, even though she does have her Venus in Gemini. So yeah, she tries not to be that person, you know, even though she does like to be independent in a lot of ways too. But you know, she's also very, very committed when she's in a relationship, and values loyalty. You know, she's very loyal person. I got the 8 of Cups reversed, so I feel like she has a hard time walking away, you know, from people that no longer serve her. Once she lets you into her life, it's pretty hard for her to like detach from you, even though she is trying as she ages to get better at this. It's been hard for her in the past to do that because she emotionally attaches herself and she trauma bonds with people very easily, or people trauma bond with her and they just tell her a lot of stuff, and that allows her to get closer to them, or them to get closer to her. She does tend to be guarded at first, but then when she opens up, she opens up. It's hard for her to not be that loyal friend, because that's just who she is as a person. It's hard for her to not be that loyal girlfriend, you know. The 2 of Cups reversed, she feels like she doesn't always know how to like connect with people. Like, even though she is a very emotional person, like she's good with her emotions and like, you know, analyzing her emotions when she does decide to do that. She is very flighty with her emotions. She doesn't like sitting in her emotions, I feel, as well with the 8 of Cups. That's more about her. Like, she doesn't like, you know, she doesn't like sitting in her emotions for too long, you know. She, with her Mars and Pisces, like, well, she likes to channel that more into a creative space and not just sit in it, you know. But with the 2 of Cups reverse, I also feel like she feels like she doesn't have really good success in her love life, or just connecting with people. She feels like people that she's dated have deceived her a lot. And you know, she's hoping that she could work on healing and changing that about herself, that she does tend to be a trusting person, you know, once she allows you into her life. And she does give the benefit of the doubt, and she doesn't like giving, she's trying to stop giving multiple chances is what I'm hearing. So now she's saying, I don't like giving chances. Let's go ahead and get a few more cards for Tate's personality and what I'm getting. So with the 3 of Cups, the first thing that comes to my mind is she doesn't like going out a lot. I mean, even though she does like celebrating here and there and having fun with her friends, when there's like a birthday party, like I'm seeing her like to go out more of when there's an event, or like actually something to go to, because I do feel like she is a homebody most of the time, but she does like a good balance of both. But with the 3 of Cups, I do feel like she keeps her circle very small, and you know, she does have friends that she rocks with, friends in the industry, but she likes to like keep to herself and keep her circle very small. And you know, even though she does have, like I said, friends in the industry, but like she tries to stick with her hardcore like friends, you know. She doesn't, because the 3 of Cups for me in this moment is about like expanding your friend group and like going out and celebrating and collaborating, and you know, so she's wary too about, as I said, that about collaborating with people, just because she needs to understand like your motives and who you are as a person, you know, before she allows you into her team. Even like she's even strict with who's around her in her team. So I like that I'm hearing that she does have a lot of control in that way. She does have some type of like creative control in that way as well. With the Six of Cups reverse, she just hasn't really had good memories of people. Like she tends to hold on to like grudges like easily. Does she have a song called Grudges? Because I don't remember. Or does she talk about holding grudges a lot in her music, guys? Let me know. I've heard her more lighthearted songs besides You Broke Me First. Does she talk about that, guys, in her music a lot, that she holds grudges? Or that she has a hard time like forgetting what people, just forgiving basically, you know? That's what I keep getting. I'm gonna go ahead and get one more card, guys, and then we'll wrap up the reading. I also feel like Tate is a very restless person. I feel like she needs to be doing a lot of things, or maybe she just likes multitasking, or she has a hard time like sitting still. That's what I keep hearing. Doesn't like sit still like at all, and it's really hard for her to like, I don't know, I don't want to say like, is she like, does she have OCD or like or ADHD or something, guys? I don't know if she has that. I'm not diagnosing her, but it's talking about that she has a hard time like taking long breaks or like sitting for long periods of time. That she's very like, I need to be up doing something, or productive. I need to be being productive. It could be a workaholic. And the ending card is very, obviously we know that she's a very creative person. She's very private. This is another card that is saying that she's very private, likes to keep things close to her heart, likes to keep memories close to her heart, even bad ones, good ones, whatever, likes to keep that really close to remind her of who she needs to become and who she needs to grow into and who she needs to avoid, you know, because period, right, Tate, period. It feels like she's a very deep thinker, and a lot of people just, you know, don't always expect that from her, you know. Of course the people close to her know this about her, but like, you know, she very much thinks about things and could be considered an overthinker as well. With the Four of Swords reverse, I'm also getting that, you know, she really doesn't foresee herself taking a break from, even when she has kids and she's married or whatever, she won't really need to take a long break from the industry to recover. She'll be right back up doing work, being active, dancing, creative, you know, being creative. She should look into opening a dancing school. That'd be dope. Like, she should do that. But yeah, guys, that was my rapid fire of Tate Mcrae's personality, what I was getting. Let me know if you guys liked that part. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. You know, to conclude this reading, I really love Tate's energy. What I was, you know, getting from her so far in this reading or whatever, I loved it. The only thing, my only concern is her putting so much pressure on herself to outperform and overachieve or whatever, which is good for her. She does work well under pressure, which is good. And she's one of those artists I feel work well under pressure. So I don't see this getting to her too much, but also more so concerning about her love life, you know, with the dude. So I just, you know, advise her to be careful. I don't really see any like beef for her with any artist. You know, I feel like she in the industry didn't talk about that, but I do feel like in the industry she does make friends very easily. People tend to like her. They show her a lot of love and respect and admire her talents, you know what I mean? So she has no issue making enemies in the industry. Of course, like, people are going to be them and envious in some ways. She'll run into those people, but I feel like she'll navigate that very easily. I feel too, guys, that Tate is one of those people that when you do get to know her and understand her, and she opens up because of her Mars and Pisces, like, people tend to love her, okay? Like, they just love her and they love being around her. So she doesn't really have an issue with that, you know? Like, she makes friends really easily. But she's just very much like, okay, I'll talk to you, I'll come talk to you, we'll be cool in the moment, and, you know, like, I want to go back to my life, you know, like, that's Tate's energy to me. Like, I'll go be social in the industry and I'll make friends and I'll network, but then I want to go like live my normal life and just like hang out with my friends and my boyfriend and just like not be a part of the industry. Like, that's how Tate feels to me. But it also feels like they're trying to pressure her to move more in the industry. So we'll see what happens with her career. I don't see her, unfortunately, having that sustainability with her fame. I do wish this for her, you know, don't get me wrong, guys. I have to keep it real. I'm not saying this to be mean or anything, but it's just like the marketing part of it. They need to really market her in a smart way and make her stuff fun. You know what I mean? Like, Tate does a lot of serious music, you know? She does have some stuff that's fun and upbeat, I'm sure, guys, but they just need to make her personality come out more. It's more of like her personality. She needs to be more open about her personality and let that shine more in her music. And I think that, you know, people will take to her a lot more, because people in the industry, guys, I'm seeing they really like her. You know, they really like her. We're gonna see her do even more collaborations with people. You know, so she'll have another single that will take her there, that will help with another artist, but it won't be on her project. So we'll see. It's feeling almost like a Khalid or something, you know, like an artist like that. And also too, maybe she'll do a collaboration with another artist that is a dancer, you know, that will do a cool dance video with her. That would be sick. Maybe something like you know, like Tinashe. I'm feeling like that would be cool if she collaborated with Tinashe. You know, I'm feeling like maybe Victoria or something like that. Like, I'm feeling something like that. I don't know if this is going to be on her project, from what I'm picking up, but it feels like someone like that. Yeah, it feels like that. So we'll see, guys. That's one collaboration I'm picking up from her. But yeah, or even a Namani too, maybe with Namani or something. Anyway, guys, that was my reading on Tate Mcrae. I had a really fun time reading on her. I apologize that my voice sounded a little croaky. I don't know what's going on. It feels a little raspy today. I'm having kind of like allergy problems. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please DM me at Sade's Tarot Tea, and join my TikTok. I'm gonna start going live on there, like I said, guys, so make sure you follow me on TikTok. And if you would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for when your girl pull up. Ding ding, bitch. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching and for all of your love and support. It is greatly appreciated and keeps me going. So drop some comments in the section below so we can talk, you know. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. Love and light, guys. Namaste. Bye.